Alrighty, gotta do a little bit of uh-oh fix today. I tried to ripper out last weekend. Went down to the property down there, and the main reason I went down there was because we wanted to try to rip out any of the tree roots that were left. And so the reason I didn't get any video was I was busy trying to keep the thing. There was quite a few yeehaw moments when I caught a tree root, but in the spots where it was just hard ground, that tractor didn't even know this thing was back here. And when it's all said and done and the tires on the ripper are squatted and everything, it's going about 14 inches in the ground. And I was running almost about 4.5 miles an hour if I had to guess, because the speedometer on my tractor is calibrated for 34-inch tires, and it's got 38s on it now, so I'm running faster than what it actually says. And I didn't slip a tire, and I'll take it back. In one spot, I had to go over a little bit of a hump, and they had a burn pile there, and the ground was really ungodly freaking hard. It did spin a little bit there, but this thing sucks so hard that when you pull up a little bit on a 3-point, it doesn't actually pull the plow out of the ground. As long as you are trying to go forward, it'll pick the front wheels off the ground a little bit, set all the weight down on the ass of the tractor, and it'll take off and go again, not even slip a tire. So I am thoroughly impressed at how well that tractor pulls this son of a bitch. And I'm even thinking I'm probably going to pick the gauge wheels up a little bit and get down in the ground a little farther. But on my very last pass across the field, this happened. I caught a fairly hefty root, and it got wedged. And yeah, this happened. And it hit so hard it broke this bolt, bent that, and the coulter's actually straight except for that one doink right there, which I'm probably going to try to push out, because everything else, or the rest of the way around it, is still straight, which impressed the hell out of me. But I'm going to pull this thing apart and see if I can't get that straightened back out. Otherwise I got spares. Come on out of there, you little prick. So, and we're supposed to get, holy shit balls, Batman, check that out. Anyway, we got rain coming in this afternoon, and then it's supposed to start clearing out, and by Monday they're talking back in the 60s and sun, and we got beautiful weather the rest of the week. So hopefully I'll actually get some video running this thing by Tuesday, and hopefully we'll be putting seed in the ground by Thursday. Actually, maybe putting seed in the ground Wednesday. But either way, I want to get the two fields that I actually bought that ripper specifically for. I want to get those ripped before I plant them. Oh, this is the other thing it did, is it broke the dog ear off of this for your stop. So, but yeah, that I'd have never figured that tractor would have pulled that ripper. I mean, I'd figured it'd pull it, but not that good. And I could actually pull it faster because I was pulling it in second. I tried pulling it in third, and I could pull it in third direct, but that didn't leave me enough downshifts to get through the real hard spots. So I just ran in second the whole time, and I bet I did better part of 4 acres down there. And the one spot I wish I would have had a camera down there was my very first pass across the field. Was right up against the far fence line. And that particular hunk of ground at that end of the field is, I mean, hard. And I'd put that ripper in the ground. And I started out in second low, or the second under. And I put the ripper in the ground. And the front end of that tractor, because I only had 5 weights on it, because I didn't feel like throwing a bunch of weights on there. And the front end of that tractor came about 2.5 feet off the ground and just stayed there the whole way across the field. And it wasn't lugging down, so I was like, huh, so upshifted into direct. It wasn't lugging down, huh, well, upshifted into over. Up 3 upshifts, the front end off the ground the whole time, just So, to all the doubters out there, she pulls it, and she pulls it good. I think I might have to cut that off and get it out the hard way. Alright, got it all disassembled so we can get it up in the press. Tell you what, this right here is one of the best tools you will ever buy. You get a shop press, you're king of the world. You can fix anything. And this is a 50-tonner, so you can really literally fix anything. I've bent some gnarly crap in this thing. Now the fun part is going to be getting this one out right here. Looks like that's all pretty straight. Now maybe because this, if I get it right up on this donut they left on the other side of the spindle to weld to, hopefully it'll bend right there on that little corner. Looking like I actually tweaked the spindle in the hub a little bit too, because it's starting running off at an angle. Flop this around to the other side. I actually don't see that being too big of a deal. Because it'll just track a little different. Because there's not really a good way to get a hold of that and push back down on it. But the rest of it looks good. Take that out, because Dad and I smacked our heads on it enough times we learned our lesson. Not bad. Compared to where it started anyway. And like I say, if it doesn't work, I got 4 more up there for spares, so. Alright, get this thing ready to go back together just in time because it started spitting rain. I did end up having to go in here and heat this and bend that spindle back straight, because I got the hub back on. That made you realize just how far out of whack it was. It was pretty bad. Okay, but looks like this is about all we getting done today, no matter what happens. Parents are having a graduation party for me this afternoon, so I guess it was supposed to be a surprise, but, well, somewhat of a surprise. I knew I was going to have a graduation party at some point, I just didn't know when, but, we had a party down at school Thursday night. All of us, even the guys that graduated, showed up, or that had graduated like over the last 2 years had shown up, and everybody got together. And I guess Mom's been talking to one of my buddies who lives down in LaPorte to kind of coordinate with all my friends from school, and there might have been a few adult beverages around, and he might have been a little talky, and he might have told me that there was going to be a party today, so I knew it was coming, but that was kind of funny. I had to laugh because he wasn't supposed to tell me about it, and the very next words out of his mouth after he let it slip was, "Oh shit." And I was able to get most of this doink pulled out of the coulter too. It still ain't perfect, but shoot, that thing's still up close to, I never actually measured it, I'm guessing 18 inches. Probably. So I'm not just going to throw it away because there's still a lot of life left in it, so we'll deal with a little bit of a wiggle. Wrong one. Looks like I'm still just a shade bit cockeyed on this thing, but as long as it does its job, that's all that matters. So I want to go. So I got them all tight. These guys are going to get it anyway. Yeah, she's still kind of int, but at least it's not all like it was. And I'm just putting the old stop back on here because I don't see it being too much of a problem. That coulter's got a lot of weight to it, so it's going to take a whole lot of force to get it to swing around all the way, and even when it does, there's nothing for it to hit, so yep, there's damn thing's perfectly straight except for right there, so it's not worth putting a different coulter on there. She'll run. But it looks like I'm shut down for the rest of the day, so I guess this was just a short one, and hopefully come Monday I'll be back spreading fertilizer, and if the sun comes out like it's supposed to, hopefully by Tuesday we'll be fitting some ground, and by Wednesday we'll be putting seed in the ground. So there may or may not be a video tomorrow depending on what I can come up with to do. So it looks like that one's a little doink too, but it'll be alright. I actually don't know why that one looks like it's so offset. Of course, this one, I guess ain't any of them running right straight over the center line of the shank, so. But I guess that does it for this one, and you guys will hopefully see this thing in the ground behind the tractor Tuesday, so Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two. So I guess it does it for this one. We'll catch y'all on the next one.